He says permissibility of Ghiyarvi, is there proof from Bukhari? Subhanallah. Proof from Bukhari. Proof Bukhari from Bukhari. Did the Prophet ﷺ ever say, compile a book of hadith? Rasulullah ﷺ, did the Prophet ﷺ ever say, compile my narrations, and whoever compiles them, publish the book on the name of that scholar? Imam Bukhari is a scholar. Open Sahih Bukhari. Open Sahih Bukhari. In Sahih Bukhari, do you find a hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ said, compile my narrations, and after compiling my narrations, whoever compiled them, publish the book on the name of that scholar? Did the Prophet ﷺ ever say that? He didn't. So when we hold gatherings of Islam, what do? We deliver lectures on Islam. We mention a hadith of Rasulullah ﷺ, and they read Ghiyarvi Sharif. For instance, Ghiyarvi. What happens in Ghiyarvi? In the gathering of Ghiyarvi, an imam delivers a lecture. He teaches the hadith of Rasulullah ﷺ and Isalus Sawab, because these people believe in the permissibility of Isalus Sawab. They believe that Isalus Sawab is permissible. So, and we've given detailed lectures, and I've delivered a talk on this. Is Ghiyarvi a bid'ah? You listen to that. It's available. You can watch that lecture. But the answer to this question is, if we hold a gathering of Ghiyarvi Sharif, what happens in that? We call it the gathering of Ghiyarvi. Yes, we ask them, did the Prophet ﷺ ever say, compile my narrations, my hadiths, and the cover of the book write Bukhari Sharif? Did the Prophet ﷺ say this? So isn't it a bid'ah? Can you find the word Bukhari Sharif in Bukhari? You can't find it, can you? In Bukhari, you can't find Bukhari. They say, no, Aki, the problem is, you don't understand. It's not about the names. It's not about the titles. The name Bukhari is written on the cover of the book. Listen up, sunnah. Nukta aa raha hai, mashallah. The name Bukhari is written on the book. Ignore the name Bukhari. Open the book. When you will open the book, in the book you will find a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We say that is our answer. When you go to our masjid, and when you see on the notice board, Ghiyarvi Sharif, do not call it a bid'ah. Ignore the title. Open the door. In the masjid, the imam is reading the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. मैंने कहा बुखारी नाम क्यों लिखा है? कहा बुखारी इसलिए लिखा है, जिसकी किताब है उसी के नाम पे छपती है. जिसकी किताब है, सुन्ना, जिसकी किताब है उसी के नाम पे छपती है. मैंने कहा फिर जिसकी महफिल है उसी के नाम पे सजती है. तुम कहते हो जिसकी किताब है उसी के नाम पे छपती है, जिसकी महफिल है उसी के नाम पे सजती है. बुखारी, बिना इश्क नबी के जो पढ़ता है बुखारी, आता है बुखार, उसको आती नहीं बुखारी. और ये बुखारी. अच्छा, ये बुखारी का बुखार यही खत्म कर दूं. आज के बाद अगर कोई आपको कहे मैं सिर्फ बुखारी की बात मानता हूं और किसी की बात नहीं मानता, उसे कहो ये ऐसा गैर माकूल जुमला है, ऐसा गैर माकूल जुमला है. बुखारी की बात मानता हूं. आज एक और सबक आपको देता हूं, सिंपल सबक, क्योंकि बहुत दलाइल डिटेल में दूं आपके बात समझ हर बंदे के नहीं आती. सिंपल सबक आपको देता हूं, सिंपल लेसन. अगर कोई ये कहे कि भाई, एक शराबी शख्स कहता है कि मैं शराब को हराम नहीं मानता. भाई क्यों नहीं मानते? He says, I believe that sharab is permissible. If you think that drinking alcohol is impermissible, prove its impermissibility from Surah An-Nas. Prove that drinking alcohol is impermissible. Prove it from Surah An-Nas. If you prove it from Qul A'udhu bi Rabbin Nas, Malikin Nas, Ilahin Nas in this surah, then I will believe that it is impermissible. What will you say to him? You will say, write it on a piece of paper, the whole deen is in Surah An-Nas. Then I will ask you some questions. Write on a piece of paper that all deen, all Islam is in Surah An-Nas. And then I will ask you, prove Surah An-Nas, prove namaz from Surah An-Nas, prove Hajj from Surah An-Nas, prove zakat from Surah An-Nas. Will he be able to prove it? He won't. What will he say? No. Everything, all verses of the Quran are not in Surah An-Nas. There are 114 surahs of the Quran. We will say all hadiths are not in Bukhari. There are many books of hadiths of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One thing. Second thing, if someone says to you, I only believe in Bukhari, say write it on a piece of paper. You will only take from Bukhari. Nothing but Bukhari. Nothing but Bukhari. If he writes it, he won't write it. I'll tell you that, they never write it. They hate writing. Writing on it, because they know that they have to change the words. Say write it on a piece of paper. लिख दिया उसने, तो उसे कहो भाई ये ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह मुहम्मदुर रसूलुल्लाह, ये कलमा हम पढ़ते हैं. ये कलमा पढ़ना बिदअत है या जायज है? It is an innovation or is it permissible? He will say, this is kalima shahada. Do you believe in la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah? He will say, yes, I believe in la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Say, prove this kalima from Sahih Bukhari. Prove this word, la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, from Sahih Bukhari. This is for all of you now. You probably never heard this before. Prove la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah from Sahih Bukhari only. Because you say you only believe in Sahih Bukhari. By Allah, you will not find this kalima, la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, in Sahih Bukhari. Let alone Sahih Bukhari. This kalima, la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, you won't find it in Sahih al-Muslim. You won't find it in Sunan al-Tirmidhi. You will not find it in Ibn Majah. You will not find it in Sunan Abi Dawood. None of the 6 books of hadith, you will not find this kalima, la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, these words, in any of the 6 Sahih books of hadith. Would you disbelieve in that? ये कलिमा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह मुहम्मदुर रसूलुल्लाह, ये जुमले अशहदु अल्ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह की बात नहीं कर रहा, ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह मुहम्मदुर रसूलुल्लाह, क्या इसको बिदअत कहेगा? नहीं, ये तो कलिमा है भाई, काफिरों को मुसलमान करने के लिए कलिमा पढ़ाते हैं। पेश करो, बुखारी का बुखार वहीं खत्म हो जाएगा।